Yo, what's going on, boys? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Dawning weapons. We're going to be taking a look at what are they, what are the roles that they can roll with, and the roles that you should be looking for if you're looking for a god roll on any of these weapons. So tomorrow, whenever the Dawning starts, you'll pretty much have an idea of what you're looking for and the god rolls that you should be on the lookout for. So let's not waste any time, let's get into it. And first, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new weapon. So this is going to be our brand new weapon this year, the Mistral Lift, and this is an adaptive frame linear fusion rifle, meaning that it's a 3-burst fusion rifle. And I know that fusion rifles or linear fusion rifles I should say, might not be in the best spot right now, but I think this is definitely a weapon that's going to be worth getting, and just kind of like waiting for the fusion rifles to get better, and it can still be good in certain situations, I think. It also comes with the Bystander origin trait, so that's also going to be pretty good, meaning that it will reload a bit of your magazine while you're doing damage to the weapon. And this works really well with the adaptive frames. Now for this very first trait perk, we have a couple of good ones. Bait and switch, I'm sure you guys already know. It gives you a big damage boost and it lasts for a very long time. But precision instrument is definitely going to be another good one, especially because it's an adaptive burst, so you can build up that precision instrument very quickly and just very easily take advantage of that extra damage. Especially if you enhance this, definitely can be worth it and can be just as good as bait and switch, and in some situations maybe even better. Now for the very first trait perk, you have a couple of interesting ones. You have MBS, Clown Cartridge, MBS Assassin, but I think the best two would probably be MBS Arsenal. If you're doing bait and switch, it doesn't really work as well with precision instrument, or you could also go reconstruction, which is going to be good for both of the perks. It works with precision instrument, it works with bait and switch. Both of those perks can really take advantage of you just having a ton in the magazine, and this is just going to be really good. And then also, you guys are probably thinking this, but yes, this is going to be very similar to the adaptive burst we had during Season of the Wish, which is not really available anymore. So if you guys weren't playing then this is going to be your best bet for a really good Void linear fusion that you're probably going to get very easily, because things during the Dawning drop a lot with multiple perks. So you're probably going to be able to get a god roll very easily. Now we're also going to be getting some updates to some of the perks during the Dawning this season, so we're going to quickly take a look at those as well. Now here for the sword, there's not really much that changed or things that you really want to go for, but this time you can go for Cold Steel plus Rhyme Stealer. Rhyme Stealer is something that wasn't a thing before with this sword. A strategy is also pretty new, and I don't think I used to roll with attrition orbs before. So all 3 of these perks I think are going to be really good on this sword, but specifically I'm going to be looking for that Rhyme Stealer plus Cold Steel roll, since you can proc Cold Steel, freeze some things, and that will proc Rhyme Stealer. So you freeze them with your Cold Steel, that gives you Rhyme Stealer stacks, so you get some damage resistance, and with this combo right here, you're basically always going to be running around with some Frost armor, no matter if you're in stasis or not. So you're always going to be running around with some damage resistance. So I can definitely see this one being really nice. I'm definitely going to be going for this roll, and this is pretty much like the most interesting one for this sword. Next we're going to have the Avalanche, and this is still a good machine gun, mostly because there's not really that many solar machine guns that are just easily available. Now for the perks, this weapon did get a couple of new ones, but they're mostly all in the first column. For the second column, it didn't really change too much. It got a couple new perks, but nothing really like game breaking. So most likely you're probably still gonna go for Incandescent. This is not really like a DPS machine gun. This is mostly to like clear ads. So Incandescent I think is still the best perk in the slot right here. Maybe some Golden Tricorn, but they're both are gonna be used for ad clearing. Now on this first perk, we did get a couple of new ones. Rewind rounds is new, as well as Closing Time, Dragonfly, as well as Heel Clip. So like half of the perks are actually new here. Subsistence still works really well, especially since most of the time we are going to be clearing ads. So Subsistence plus Incandescence gonna work pretty well. But so is Rewind rounds, especially when you have to kill some of those bigger enemies. It really comes in handy having a couple extra bullets. And also Heel Clip, which I know we all love our Heel Clip and Incandescent. You know, it's like the most popular combo on pretty much any solo weapon that it can get it. But I would definitely not recommend Heel Clip, Incandescent, just because of how slow the machine guns kind of reload, and you don't want to reload a machine gun just every couple of seconds to get that heal clip off. So I would not recommend heal clip plus incandescent. Now, if you really want just a ton of ad clear, you could actually go for some incandescent plus dragonfly, meaning that every precision kill will make 2 explosions instead of 1. And that sounds pretty good to me. So I would say the best perk setup right here, it's either going to be incandescent with subsistence, rewind rounds, or dragonfly. I think any of those rolls or any of those perk combinations are going to be really good for this machine gun. Golden tricorn is also a pretty good one in this first slot, and just like with incandescent, you can pretty much run golden tricorn with any of those 3 perks and it'll be pretty good. The Frosty also got a couple of new perks, mostly Lone Wolf and Rhyme Stealer on this slot, so it's going to make it a little bit better in both PvP and Crucible. Lone Wolf is going to pair pretty well with like the usual Crucible perks, Desperado, Head Seeker, as well as Kill Clip. I think if you're going for one of the killing perks, so like Desperado, Desperate Measures, or Kill Clip, your best bet is going to be Kill Clip, since it gives you the most bang for your buck. It essentially like drops your DTK by a ton. Actually, I can show you right here. It drops it to a 0.53, which is it's pretty fast, especially with a lightweight frame. People are gonna get melted with some Lone Wolf plus some Kill Clip. But if you don't want to go for a perk that requires kill, then you could also just go with Head Seeker Lone Wolf, and that's also gonna work pretty well. Now for PvE, you have a couple of different choices, but the best one, and the one that probably everyone's gonna be interested this season, is gonna be Headstone plus Rhyme Stealer. You know, since we don't really have too many weapons that can get this perk combination, so a pulse rifle, being able to get this, especially since pulse rifles are an anti-champion weapon this season, will definitely want to make some people to go for this weapon. You also have a couple other good perks for PvP, like Encore, Kill and Win, but nothing really super special for PvE. Like most of the perks in this weapon are definitely tailored towards PvP. So if you're looking for another PvP pulse rifle, Stay Frosty can be a pretty good one, especially if you're looking for a good lightweight frame. And the final weapon that we're going to be taking a look at real quick is going to be the Albedo Wing. It is coming back, but not as a stasis glaive. They could have done it, but they didn't do it. And you guys remember when we all thought this was going to be like a stasis glaive the first year that it came, and then it wasn't. It was an arc glaive, and it continues to be an arc glaive. Well, luckily we did just get the stasis glaive this season actually, so it did take a long time, but we did get a stasis glaive. And this one is getting a couple new perks with closing time and strategists, and also with bolt shot. It didn't used to have bolt shot before, but now it has bolt shot. I think the best thing about this glaive is that it just gives you a very easy way to get yourself an arc glaive, because I don't think there's actually an arc glaive that is not in trials that is actually arc. So if you guys are looking for an arc glaive, then this can be a pretty good one. You definitely have some interesting perks though. You have bolt shot, which is definitely pretty interesting on the glaive. I don't think it really works as well as maybe on some other weapons. But then you have like some crazy region right here with strategist and demolitionist, which is going to give you just tons of ability energy for both your grenade and your class ability. That can work pretty well. You also have replenishing aegis, you have grave robber, and you even have close to melee to get some extra damage out there. Although I don't think it's really anything that special, that's why I left it towards the end. But if you guys see something here that I just didn't, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not like the biggest fan of glaives. I use them every once in a while, especially like the new stasis one, but that's mainly because of chill clip. But besides that, I'm not really super into glaives. So if you see something here that you definitely want to point out, tell me in the comments below. And that goes for all the weapons actually. If you guys saw like a certain role, you want to tell the people about a certain role, make sure you guys tell me that in the comments below. And with that, that's actually going to be the end of the video. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. The dawning starts tomorrow, so if I do end up getting some pretty good rolls or some rolls that catch my attention, I'll definitely put out a video on that weapon with that roll. As always, thank you all for watching. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care everyone, have a good rest of your day. Peace.